this lesson, I want to show you how to download and install the template, the fitness one. So once you go to your theme expert back end, you can be able to scroll down. Matter of fact, you go where it says the templates, Joomla templates, and you scroll down. You just have to find the fitness one. So we're going down. It's all right. So this is the one here. Now, when you come here, you see what's called a change log. A change log is just to let you know the version of the templates, the release dates, and what changes were made or what bugs were fixed. So what you want to do is you want to download the version 2. This is the Quick Start. It's important that you download the Quick Start. If you download just the template, then it's not going to have the content that you see on there. Now you do the template if you just want the bare bones, you like the layout, you like the features and some of the things that come with it, but you don't need all this other stuff in there. I do that sometimes when I just want to build from scratch. I use just the template itself. But for this course, you can just download. I've already downloaded this. You just download the Quick Start, and you can download the Quix Pro, which you should already have that, and the T3 extended plugin and the T3 framework. So this is the framework that is being used on this particular template. So make sure you just download these and let's get those installed. So to do that, we need to go over to our seed panel and we need to create a database. So from your seed panel, you go to MySQL, you find MySQL database, and we're going to create one. And creating a database is very simple. If you don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you now, and you can contact your web host. If you don't have access to your seed panel, they can be able to give it to you. So for this one, I'm just going to call this database Quix and just click on create. You can call it whatever you want. As you can see, I've created a lot of demo stuff. So I'm just calling this one Quix, and you click on create database. And you have this here. And you click to go back and scroll down. I'm just going to call it the same thing again, just Quix. Now with the password, you can choose passwords that you remember. So they're asking me for this one now, do I want to use this password for it? So I'm not going to use that password because this is a demo stuff. So I'm just going to create something, you can choose whatever they've given you. Or you can use a password generator. So since you already have this here, I'm just I'll just leave it. And then just click on create user. Make sure you don't have any spaces before or after. And then click on create user. And then you want to click on go back. Now the final step is you want to connect your user to your database. So click on this drop down. And you want to locate the new database you just created and also locate the new user, and you click to add. And then you want to check where it says all privileges. If you don't do this, when you try to connect your database, it's not going to work. It's going to, give you problems when you try to do that. So now that has been successfully created. So let's go back here. You can just click on the home. Once you've created your database and now you're ready to go over to the file manager. Once you're in your file manager, you want to go over to public_HTML. And from here, this is where we're going to create a new folder. Now, if this is going to be part of your main domain, then you would upload the files and everything here. But since this is not part of the main domain and it's part of a subfolder, then I'm just going to click on new folder. And then I'll just call this one Quix and click on create new folder. And then once you've done so, you just have to double click on the folder that you just created. Now it's empty. So what we got to do is we need to upload the fitness theme that we created. So you can click on upload. You can either just drag and drop or you can select the file. So I'm just going to drag it and drop it. You don't have to extract anything. This is a quicker way for you to install Joomla through FTP, and it takes a long time for the files to get transferred over, but I'm just going to drag and drop that file right there. So as you can see, it's not that large, 59 or so megabytes. So just give it a second to upload. So once your upload has been completed, you come back here, and if you don't see what you uploaded, just click on reload. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this and just going to click on extract. This is going to extract that template and all the files on the site. So instead of going through FTP, which could take a long time, we'll do this. So you click on there and then you click on extract files. And when it's complete, you're going to get this. So you click on close. So now you have all the files that's needed for this. So what you want to do now is first, let's just change. We're just going to rename the HTTP access.txt. And let's go to right click and you got to just rename it. And you're going to see why later on. So instead of HT access.txt, we just have a .ht access and let's click on rename. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the domain where this folder is loaded. So let's go there. And then you get to the screen that looks like this. They're using a keep a backup restore script. So when you get here, there's a good thing. You just want to go to where it says next. Now, all of these, your screen should look exactly like mine in terms of all green. You shouldn't have any red or anything. If you have any red, then you have to contact your web hosting company and they will fix that for you. So let's click on next. This is where you have all your information that you have to put in. So for your database, you put in just local host. And then for this, you put in the username for the database that were created, which is that one, and then the password. And then you put in, now if you wonder where I'm getting the database name from, you just go back to your C panel. Remember early on we created the database. So you just get in whatever name that you put. And then you come back here for the database prefix, just leave it as it is and just leave everything as it is now. And then you want to click on next and then give it a second to do its thing. And once it's complete, you're going to get this message, database restoration comes successful. So you click on next and it's going to ask you to save the password. I'm just going to click on not now. And this is where you put in the information for the site. You can put in the live. You don't have to really add anything on here right now. If you have SSL, you can force it, but don't worry about that. Just leave it as it is and go over where it says the email. This is where you can put in your email address. But since there's like a demo, I'm not worried about putting anything. So your screen should look exactly like mine. All you need to do now is, I'm not going to use that password. So all you need to do now is you just have to put in your password to be able to log in to the front end of the site. So once you've done that, you click on next. Okay, you're at the last step. You just have to click on remove the installation directory. You have to do this for security reasons. So click on this. And then you get this message, this pop-up here that has been removed. If not, you have to go here to the Akiba if you have any other issues, but for the most part, it's usually okay. So you want to go to view. And as you can see, the upload has been completed successfully. This is the template that we are going to work with. It's a beautiful design. You can be able to do so much with it. Scroll down. You can add a video, and I'm going to show you guys how to edit this. So for those that want to use this as your starting point for a project that you're working on, this is really great. So you scroll down. Just kind of get a feel for it to make sure everything's shown right. So everything looks great. In the next lesson, we're going to take a look at the back end of this template.